What's going on, everybody? I made a video earlier, and sorry about that. It wasn't the full video. So I'm here to make another one, and I want to talk about Oklahoma. So now they're saying it could be Dabo Swinney and Brett Venables as their new coaches to be announced. Dabo Swinney isn't going to Oklahoma. Why would he want to leave the Taters as long as he's been there? And okay, I get everybody wants Brett Venables, y'all Sooner fans. But what makes him any better than Dan Lanning? Brett Venables has never been a head coach. He's always been a coordinator. Yes, he come from Oklahoma. He left Oklahoma and went to Clemson to be their defensive coordinator. Dan Lanning has never been a head coach. He's always been a coordinator. So what makes Brett Venables any better? Look at Kirby Smart. He's never been a head coach. He wasn't a head coach when Georgia hired him. Look what he's done now. Dan Lanning, time has come to be a head coach. And I believe the longer Oklahoma holds off, it will be Dan Lanning as Oklahoma's next head coach. Now, if it was Brett Venables, don't you think Oklahoma would have announced it by now? But instead, they're waiting until after the championship games are over to announce their head coach. And yes, I know Brett Venables has been a coach for this long, a coordinator. He's won championships with Clemson. But that don't make him any better than Dan Lanning. Because just like every other fan base, fans want certain coaches. And when they don't get them, and a different coach is named, then all of a sudden, when that coach turns out to be a great coach for that program, the fan base changes. Dabo Swinney and Brett Venables. Now, this came about because Clemson's AD is leaving Clemson for Miami. As a Georgia fan, yes, I would hate to see Dan Lanning go. But at the same time, he deserves a head coaching job now. And Oklahoma would be a good fit for him. Georgia still have Will Muschamp and Glenn Schumann to step in. All these Oklahoma fans talking about, I don't want Dan Lanning. He hasn't done nothing. He hasn't won no games. But he's got the #1 defense in the country. And he's playing for an SEC championship today and possibly a national championship. Dan Lanning deserves to be a head coach. To me, either one would be a great hire, Dan Lanning or Brett Venables. But supposedly, Oklahoma is waiting either today, tomorrow, or Monday to announce their new head coach. Do I think there's a possibility it could be Dan Lanning? Yes, I do. Oklahoma, hold on, because y'all just might be getting what most of you fans don't want, and that's Dan Lanning. Now, Alabama and Georgia in the SEC championship. Georgia is coming for revenge. Gumps. They will win this game. You thought your quarterback was on his tail against Auburn? He will be on his back end this game. You will not run the ball on Georgia. And Georgia is going to prove to y'all why they're the #1 defense in the country. Jordan Davis, Devontae White, Nolan Smith, Trayvon Walker, Nakobe Dean, Channing Tindall, Keely Ringo, Kendricks, Seen. They're coming. They're waiting, Gumps. Gump fans, y'all gonna be begging for this game to be over. Come on down to the bins and come get you some. 2021 is Georgia's year. Georgia isn't holding back. Georgia will not fall this time. As I heard this guy saying, oh, Georgia always chokes every time they get to the big one. They choke. They fall apart. Not this year. Could Saban possibly retire? If he loses to Georgia today? Y'all leave a comment down below and let me know. Trey Sanders isn't getting past that defensive line. Nonetheless, Georgia's linebackers. You have Defensive Player of the Year in Nakobe Dean. Gumps. Yes, you've won this many national championships. Yes, you won this many SEC championships. You wouldn't want it a couple of years. But Georgia didn't have the team when y'all played them to win it. Y'all about to find out we have the team this year. Jamison Williams, Mitchie. You better be careful when you catch it over the middle, because you're going to run into the hardest hitting safety in Lewis Seen. Nakobe Dean will be there waiting on you. And Georgia's offense, what is Alabama's defense going to do to stop the best tight end in the country and Brock Bowers? Not alone Darnell Washington and Fitzpatrick. And then you're going to have to deal with James Cook on a wheel route. Kenny McIntosh. Don't forget George Pickens will be back. How many snaps he plays in this game, nobody knows. This is Georgia's year, Gumps. Y'all will find that out today at 4 o'clock. What is y'all's offensive line gonna do with Georgia's defense? That defensive front of Georgia's is about to run right through that offensive line. Y'all should have lost against Auburn. It took y'all 4 overtimes to finally beat Auburn. 4 overtimes. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 overtimes. There's not going to be an overtime in this game, Gumps. Y'all know y'all have a test on y'all's hands today. And y'all gonna lose that test. I watched a video and this guy talking about we beat Auburn, we beat Florida. Yeah, well, so did we, buddy, and we blew them out. Y'all couldn't. We blew Auburn out. Y'all couldn't. And we're gonna show y'all today why. because y'all have no offense. And this Willie Anderson, whatever his name is, talking about we're not going to be able to contain him. He's going to wreak havoc. Yeah. He might get our quarterback. But not all day. Bryce Young is going to be running for his life. Because the dogs are coming out to bite. I do hope, though, for both teams, as a fan, that nobody comes out of this game hurt or injured. I hope by tonight, both sides, everybody comes out healthy. But other than that, Gumps, Georgia's defense is coming. And they coming with vengeance. And Georgia's coming with revenge. It's Georgia's year. And y'all about to find out. Georgia's linebackers are going to be in that backfield on Bryce Young. You're not running to the side. Georgia's defense is fast, athletic, and mobile. Georgia's DBs will shut Mitchie and Jamison down. Granted, they might catch a few passes, but they're not burning us long. We'll give y'all short passes, but long, deep passes, nah. Our cornerbacks are going to be on them like rice. They gonna stick to them receivers like glue. Georgia will win this game. If so happens they lose, they still get in the playoffs. Bama, if y'all lose this game, y'all are done. Bama this, Bama that. Won't be Bama no more, Gumps. So come get you some of these dogs. Because we ready. Y'all going down come 4 o'clock. 8 o'clock, Georgia will come out with a victory. Y'all do me a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Ring that bell and hit that thumbs up. It helps my channel out. I sure appreciate it. Going back to Oklahoma, hiring Dabo Swinney and Brett Venables. Dan Lanning deserves to be a head coach. And I think it could just be Dan Lanning. Y'all Sooner fans get. The longer this thing goes, tells me they're waiting until after the championship games to announce their next and newest head coach. If it was Brett Venables, they would have already announced it by now. And obviously they hadn't. Players are transferring out of Oklahoma right now. If it is possibly Dan Lanning, could he come in and save these recruits and players transferring out? Could he bring them back? Yeah. Dan Lanning is a recruiter. He's an energetic coach. So, I don't know what makes Brett Venables any better. Just like any other coordinator that comes in as a head coach. They've never been a head coach. No coordinator that gets hired as a head coach has been a head coach. Unless a team just so happens to actually hire a head coach in replace of another one. So don't be shocked, Sooner fans, if y'all just so happen to get Dan Lanning. Y'all might be griping now and don't want him, but I guarantee you, you'll end up loving Dan Lanning and the way he coaches. I appreciate y'all watching my video. Let's go watch some championship football. Y'all have a great Saturday afternoon. Bama, come get you some. Go Dogs.